Morning, beautiful people. Today we're taking a look at the Davidoff Grand Cru, the limited edition Diademas Finas. And this cigar comes in a 6 3/4 by 50 figurado. It is tapered on both ends. I actually cut the foot a little bit before lighting it up because there's one thing I hate in life, and that is a tight cigar. I don't want to suffer through the first 10 minutes to get to where I want to be. So just chop a little bit off the bottom, just like you chop off the top, and ta-da. And what makes this cigar special is it's Davidoff's first blend using filler tobacco that has been aged in Bordeaux red wine casks. And supposedly it is Premier Grand Cru Class A red, if that means anything to anybody out there. I've got no idea what they're talking about, but I was super curious to try this because you don't see wine cask very often. Usually it's bourbon barrel aging. And since I chopped a little bit off here, I am fast forwarding. I'm going to the future a little bit. But the pepper in this is delightful. I'm really enjoying it. It's just a playful pepper, like a saltine cracker, maybe a little bit of breadiness, and just a faint hint of unsalted peanuts. The texture is a little bit dry. It is not a creamy smoke just yet. But all in all, it does have more body than I was expecting from this line from Davidoff.
Hey, what's up? I'm Sebastian from Cavalier and I work small batch. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for all things cigars. Welcome to our factory.
Supposedly you could pair this with red wine. I don't know that I would personally. I do think coffee would still be my go-to for this blend. And burning down just a little bit further, I am getting hay, the tiniest amount of wood, nondescript wood. I can't figure out what it is I'm tasting just yet. But the hay, the lack of cream, the pepper, that saltine cracker thing happening, very much the driving force in this first section. All right, we are back. We are into the second section here. The ash is still stacking dimes, although the first bit did fall off on me, which is disappointing for sure. But it didn't fall on me. Small victories. I pressed record again because right now, for the first time in this experience, it is getting creamier. That drying sensation on the palate starting to go away. It's still very much hay, unsalted peanuts, a little bit of breadiness. The pepper has subdued substantially with this ash building here in the second section. Approaching the midway point, maybe. And there's also a little bit of a mole sauce type of sensation happening in the background. It's not in the forefront. It's very much in the background trying to build a base, but it's adding dimensions to this blend. The Davidoff Grand Cru, the number 2, the little Corona guy, that's my favorite cigar to hand newer cigar enthusiasts, especially somebody that comes from smoking cigarettes and they've never had a cigar before. I want something that even if they accidentally inhale it, it's not going to cause problems. So I love the number 2 size, but I also really like this, especially on a perfect day like today. It is 66 degrees at 11 in the morning. Dropping the ash on purpose this time. Pepper has a resurgence. It is very much in your face right now, burning everything through the nostrils in a retrohale. Creaminess subsides. It is no longer a creamy texture, but I'm getting a little bit of a marshmallow sweetness. Maybe a little bit of a gin-like botanical sweetness as well in the finish. And at times there is a sugar cookie sweetness through the nose that, yes, I enjoy that quite a bit. Quite a bit. My question going into this was, can I taste the red wine cask influence on one or more of the filler leaves in this cigar? Personally, I cannot. I'm super curious what your thoughts are, so drop us a comment below, please let us know. But for my palate, maybe I'm just not evolved enough. I can't pick it out. But that's not to say that it's a bad cigar. If you like the Grand Cru in the number 2 size as much as I do, I think you will also enjoy this one. And I also think it's a great coffee pairing first thing in the morning, midday, afternoon break, you name it. If you were wanting to pair this with whiskeys, I would say stick to something like Dalwhinnie 15 or another milder scotch. I think the base of Scotch will form a foundational backbone that this cigar can play off of really, really well. And of course, bubbles. Always a fan of bubbles and cigars. You can go mild, you can go heavy. This one I think would be a serious contender for a great champagne pairing. On the low octane pairings, I would try something like a cream soda with this blend, or maybe tea. If you're a tea person, give tea a try with this one as well. All right, let's see what other people are saying about this cigar. All right, Half Wheel rated it a 92, saying Davidoff's Diadema releases have always held a special place in my heart. Wholeheartedly agree. And the hardworking folks at Developing Palates rated it a good to average, with John saying the Diademas Finas 2024 limited edition offered a wide variety of dynamic flavor combinations through the first third. That's it from us, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. We will see you soon.